beats, the flow, the rhythm. All movement starts from the streets. Streets A&R podcast.
Listen, I had one trying to get me last night.
Oh, wait. I didn't know that.
I had one trying to get me last night.
We're going to start another pod called Escapades.
Listen, some things scare you when you get to a certain age. And I'm not going to cap. Yeah, I was already like, okay, I'm going to just go out for fun, go chill out. When you see this type of shit, oh yeah, that made me change up everything I was doing. Oh, yup. No.
Whoa.
No. You ain't having no drink around me. You ain't about to be drunk around me. Nope.
Definition of aggression.
Yep. Nope. Cool on that. That's a setup waiting to happen.
For sure, man. Fellas, man.
Yes, sir.
Feel good.
Man, been
a minute. Working the kinks out like a nappy head. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad we here. We keep it pushing. Let's get back. Let's get on to it, man. Welcome to the Streets A&R podcast. It's your host, Giddy Jicky with it.
It's your other host, Johnny No Good.
That felt good just saying that.
Man, it's been a second.
Yeah, man. We definitely are glad to be in the building. We got young God in the back working the tools for us. So, man, it's good to be here on this lovely day. We in April 2023. The year is over. I feel like
it is.
Am I tripping? If you ain't playing for all your events by the end of the year, you behind. But I'm glad where we at. I'm glad all the stuff we got going. We've been busy, bro.
Man.
We've been busy with the good stuff.
Man.
So I'm glad to continue this on and continue what we got going on that helps push other people to do better and also be with us on that journey. And we're going to get into some of that because we got us a special guest today. This young man is a hell of an artist. MC, rapper, somebody that puts his heart and soul into the music. You can't help but feel him because his music is all feelings. He brings it. I've seen the growth and maturation in the music and as a person. And I'm kind of really excited to see where his career is going and where it's headed. And hopefully I can get a little piece of that journey as well, man. We got our guy here in the building, man, Dre2Laced.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all for letting me be here, man.
Yes, sir, man.
Thank you.
I remember, I'm going to tell the story. I remember when I met you and you had played me a song a while back, and I think it was during the some of the troubles in the world.
Yeah.
And you played it. I was like, and I kept it funky with it. I was like, yeah, I don't really know if that, I don't think I like that.
Yeah.
And I think I told him, I said, I don't think it's your skill. I think it was that song and trying to tell that story. And kind of since then, I've been paying attention. I'm like, no, this man is real deal on this microphone.
Man.
And it's the stuff that's natural to you or the things that's really a part of your life. You do an amazing job of telling. So I want you to tell the people first, just give them a feel for who you are, like where you from and, how you became an MC and kind of what's your style or how you move as an MC.
First of all, I'm from, first of all, let me say thank you. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate those words for real. But I'm from Omaha, Nebraska, specifically North Omaha, Nebraska. And that means, it means something. So just dealing with, North Omaha things, and honestly, that's probably all over the world, you know what I'm saying? But when you from here, you know exactly how it feels, you know what I'm saying? And you got that supporting cast, you know what I'm saying? You got to go find it too, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's the people that's right in front of your face, and me learning more about words and people, just being around people, that right there just kind of shaped me in my words, and also how I speak them, because understanding that words are powerful and just, they can create problems, they can create happiness, solutions for people, sometimes they don't, So, but me realizing that is it's power in everything that we say. So going forward and everything that I've told myself that I want to write, it's got to mean something, even if it's about, you know what I'm saying, I guess me with an issue with somebody, it's got to mean something personal. I don't want to just, you know, I don't want to attack them. I want to teach a moment, you know, because I want people to know that I love you. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's sometimes you can love people from a distance, and sometimes, you know, you can teach them at the same time, you know, and not just it's always attacking. You know what I'm saying? And I hate for some things, for, you know, in relationships and people and stuff, how things go. But, you know, you it's life, and you know, you move on, and you carry those things at the same time though. So how I come up with my raps and stuff, and I am an MC, is just my life, you know, personal stuff.
For sure. Like, in hearing you say that, what were some of the moments in your life that got you to understand, like, I don't want to come at you as an attack. There's an issue, so I want to come at you with love. Like, how did that come about? Because most people don't. Most people, when they feel pain or they feel hurt, because if they're not healed, they're gonna lash out.
Yeah.
So how did you get to that place to where you could come at them with love, whether it's stern or not, you know, to handle your problems?
It started with myself. I used to do that, you know, and I realized, well, you know, I had brothers and siblings and a mom, you know, so my brother, I remember just back, and I really did think about this when I got into a problem with one of my closest people, you know, just chill, take a beat, you know, think about it. Is it worth it to go to war with your brother or with your sister, or, you know what I'm saying, and end things like this, at least, you know what I'm saying? If there's a way to end things, is this the way to do it? And honestly, it's never the answer for me, at least, you know what I'm saying? I know some people think differently, but for me, it's never the answer that I need to go to war with you, you know? If it need be, then I'll take my step back, and, you know what I'm saying, and let you breathe, let you do your thing, and let you think, you know what I'm saying? Even allow you to, if I guess it gets there, you know, talk down on me. If that's what you need to do in order for you to become whatever person you need to be to get past that, go ahead. But over here, I understand you hurting. You know what I'm saying? Some people deal with it differently, and that's how some people deal with it. But yeah.
For sure, man. That growth is needed, and just even you saying you allow people the space to do what they need to do, even if it's still a bit of an attack, you understand that they need that. Real quick, I do want to get back to kind of who you are as well as an artist. So with your name, Dre2Laced, what's the meaning of that?
Well, first we started a group back in 2015, like the beginning of 2015, called Lace with Game. Then I really didn't have a name, you know, it was just Dre, because that's my name is Avondre. So it was just Dre, cut it shortcut. You know, everybody called me Dre. So I was like, all right, just keep it Dre. Over time, it was like, I guess when we first started, I told people, I was like, man, I don't want to rap about something we not about, you know? And so we came up with the meaning Lace with Game, because we so laced with game, you know what I'm saying? And game is coming from, you know, everywhere, you know, and like I was saying, from teachings. Me taking that beat was game from my brother. He taught me that way back when I was a kid, you know? You know, Johnny No Good telling me that, you know, words coming from the OGs, you know, you may have heard it way back then, but you may not have, you know, accepted it then until, you know, it's a new day, and now you heard the words and accepted them now, and you understand them. So that right there is all game from all different aspects. And Dre2Laced came with, you know, I guess I'm laced with game, and I'm Dre2Laced, you know? So that was all on me, you know?
For sure.
Yeah, man. I mean, and speaking to that, like, just what's some of your early influences? Like, what's some of the things that got you interested in music? Is there any specific artists, any specific sounds, or was music just a way that you seen that create a way out of the poverty and hopelessness and despair that you saw?
A lot of that was was you know what I'm saying? You, aunt, mom, you know, even my mom dipped in there, you know what I'm saying, a little bit. That Street Life song is pretty dope. So.
Street Life.
Exactly.
That's
You know,
the
so
only life the only life I know.
that right there was like, you know, and I was a kid, so me hearing that, and then it's on a CD, you know, so I can just pop that in and just go play it. You know, I love that. So, and she just found it recently too, so that's dope, you know. Wow. But that right there, my mom, you know, aunt, even Quez and
CJ, Carl.
Yeah, man, they was on it. You know, they came to my mom's wedding. They played the song at the wedding. I was like, they killing it, you know. And then, you know, Quez telling me stories about him, you know, his dad making him go out to like fairs and stuff and freestyling for people, you know. I never, you know, I didn't have a father, you know what I'm saying? So my father was very distant, you know what I'm saying? So me, it was just my mom, you know what I'm saying? And then I get to go over to my grandma's house, you know what I'm saying? And I got the block homies, you know, so just going through life. And like you said, you know, poverty, not even realizing you in it because you're a child, but you know you in it because y'all joke about it all the time, you know, and not realizing that it's trauma, you know what I'm saying? But all of that is just that helped me shape me to this point, you know, understanding that it don't matter. It's not about where you start, you know what I'm saying? It's about where you going and shit, where you gonna be, where you want to be, you know. So.
Yeah, no, and I think that that's more powerful. It's not about where you start; it's about where you finish. Looking at some of the things that you came from, what's some of the struggles that people don't know? Because people do see this finished product, the way you carry yourself, very composed, very stoic. You know, like people just don't know some of the battles and struggles you've been through. So how do you maintain that? And how are you creating the space for you to kind of heal from some of the traumas that you had from when you was younger?
I maintain it by breathing. First I start there, and then honestly, I got a partner, you know, so me and her, we talk a lot, you know. I mean, even if we get into arguments, at the end of the day, we sit down in the room and we talk, you know. And we also got this room we call the studio because that's where the studio is at. But, you know, just we sit in there, and she also does music, so it's like it's therapy for us, you know. We get to talk it out, and then we get to write it out. And then, you know, a lot of things that we do, you know, just shape us, you know. So I hope that's the answer. I mean, that's a good answer for the question.
Oh man, that's a phenomenal answer. But I think that we all got to find different mediums in order to express ourselves. And it sounds like music, poetry, because you are a street poet,
Yes, sir.
is one of your mediums of expressing yourself. You said that earlier when you started a part of the foundation of Lace with Game, you didn't want to talk about nothing that you wasn't about or anything that wasn't sustaining. Kind of why is that? Why do you think it's so important for you to make sure that your messaging is one that's given life?
The most important is or you know, being real, cause and it's not even about, I guess, being real or fake, you know. It's just being yourself, you know. That was me. That's always been my motto, you know. Just be yourself. It don't matter what room you walk in, be yourself and do your thing. But you know, it don't. I mean, it also don't matter if somebody don't like you. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's gonna like you, and you never, you know, they may not ever tell you the reason. But starting with the music and telling everybody like, nah, you know, if we're gonna do this, let's be honest. You know, telling them that was like if we gonna talk about that, then, you know, talk about something you're gonna be about, you know what I'm saying, that you are about, you know what I'm saying. But if not, then don't be about that, because you, if you're not ready for it to come at you, then, you know what I'm saying, just stay out the way. So anybody that ever wanted to join the group, you know, or that joined the group and, you know, that's going forward with it, I'm always telling them, like, make sure you're talking about what you are, who you are, and what you about, because at the end of the day, you know, somebody may not like what you're saying, you know what I'm saying. And if, you know, if that problem occurs, then are you going to be able to, you know, protect yourself? You know what I'm saying? And I hope it doesn't, but I'm just saying these are the things that do happen in this lifestyle and the things that we talk about. You know, I always tell people what you dish out is what comes back. You know what I'm saying? The universe works in certain ways, you know, so.
Very true.
Yeah, man. We get checked one way or another, whether it's the universe or the some other homie that don't like you. Like, be very wary about what you talk about and what you say, because we speak life.
Exactly.
And that life might be your death.
Yeah.
So yeah. So we got to be careful, man. So with some of your music, I know you have, and I've noticed, like, one of your people that you ride with a lot is like Dre2Laced, your sis. Like, how did that relationship blossom, like that musical relationship, and what does it mean to you to have such a dope individual that you can work with and bounce off with, you know, in this game?
Man, I appreciate that question, because Dre2Laced is like a goddess for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody that's, you know, she gonna rock, you know what I'm saying? She gonna rock when you roll. So it's like, she dope, you know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, talking about her, you know what I'm saying, be making me emotional, because how far she came, you know what I'm saying? So she came from, I mean, when I met her, I met her through Quan. I don't know if y'all know who Dre2Laced is. That's my cousin too. We shoot videos all over, but I met her through him.
Quan shot that?
Yeah. And she came to the studio and she actually did a song with Dante, you know, my brother. And I was like, damn, she dope, you know? And then people stopped like talking to her a little bit or stopped like wanting to like be around her. I don't know. And she was also in high school at the same time still. So she was growing, you know, and Quan told me, you know, you gotta realize she's still young. So allow her to, you know, some room, you know what I'm saying, to be her own person and also be the artist, you know, because it's you know, at times it's two different people, you know. So for her, you know, it took some years for her to like really like sit down and want to rap for real, you know. So for me, that right there, she came to me and just asked me like what she started like wanting me to like write for it, and I was like, no, I don't want to do that because, you know, it's not you, you know what I'm saying, and you may not even feel the lyrics, you know. But so for her, I wanted her to just be your own artist. I said that maybe if you need like a rhyming word, yeah, sure, but I'm not writing your lyrics, you know what I'm saying? I'm not writing the melody, I'm not doing all that. Come up with that and make sure that the music you love, that you come out with, you love it, you know? And make sure that you love it, because that's important, you know? You know, I know a lot of people make music for the people, but make sure you love it too. It matters.
Yeah, man. I love when I see y'all touch the stage and y'all working off one another in tandem, and you can't fake that type of chemistry. So that's how I know it's not just the music is real. Like y'all, you can tell y'all have had real conversations and real. This is what I'm doing. This is what you're doing. How can we work with each other and go from there? So like just watching that growth. With that, what projects have you done that you kind of hold dear to yourself, whether it's project or song, and then what else do you have coming up? Because you know the work don't stop until you're ready to stop.
Yes, sir. Project in the past is you know, it's the initials, but the initials stand for If They Found Me Dead, and it's more or less like yeah, if I was found dead, this is, or if I died or something, no, this is what I want people to know. This is who I am, you know what I'm saying? And even no matter if it's now or in the future, you know what I'm saying, I come out with more tapes, obviously you get more music, but if I am, I'm glad that y'all get to hear this, because this is who I am, you know what I'm saying? And in those songs, I really touched on a lot of my feelings, you know, and a lot of my emotions and a lot of my past and all that stuff. So, you know, that for me was art, you know. And for the future music, I am working on a tape right now. I ain't got a name for it, but I got I don't know if I can really cut, but I got hella songs, you know. So, and I got hella features, especially a lot of people in the city, you know. But a lot of those songs are with, you know, their songs, so I can't, you know, say what's up. But you know, just building and understanding, you know, that, you know, I guess more or less I turned my music into like my passion, and I turned it into like a everyday thing, like, and I also wanted to take control of my sound, you know. So I started recording myself, and you know, I'm not at the beats part yet, but I got people that make beats, you know, so it's okay, you know, at the moment, you know, but at a point I do want to make my own beats just to, you know, be that full blown artist, you know. And I see it in a lot of, you know, higher artists and shit, but excuse my language.
No, you good. We on the internet.
Okay, for sure.
Radio.
My bad. But you know, like, you know, J. Cole, I seen he did like a whole album. He did his own beats, you know. Even I forgot who it was, Timberland. I think he got a son. You know, his son was making beats for, who was it, Kendrick Lamar. I think that 4-song tape he dropped. I think Timberland's son. That right there was like, you know, it just takes some time. You know, just sit down and learn it. So me growing as an artist, I've been doing a lot of dibbling dabbling everywhere. So, but yeah, I got a lot of music coming though.
That's dope, man. I think that is kind of hard though. As an artist who used to create beats, it's kind of hard to switch them hats, because as a producer, making your beat, you can always hear what can be added to it. So it's like, when is enough? Yeah. And that's used to be the balance for me. So I do know, like, for artists like Lightpo, it's still hard for him to rap to some of his own beats. So like sometimes it can be difficult. So shout out to people like Cole who can rap on their own tracks.
Yeah, I think Royce the 5'9" talked about that from his, not the last project, the one before. Like, he did all his own beats, 100%. So he's like talking about like just the struggle. Am I making a beat, or am I trying to make the beat while I'm trying to make the melody and make the hook and make the rhyme, so it gets complicated? But he
Fusing
just
all
sat
that
there and punched it out, made a crazy album, crazy ass album.
Yeah.
When it comes to I don't want to say kind of in your future, what do you see? What are some of the goals you want to accomplish, whether near or far? And in that, are there certain artists that you want to work with, even if it's not your typical rap artist, but you know, come to mind for me, people like, oh, I want to work with like Thundercat, you know, just like what's kind of some of your future goals or accomplishments that you will be hitting?
I know I will be starting a label. That's really something I've been working on lately too. I don't want to sign to nobody, and I don't want people being signed to somebody that ain't got their best interest in for them. You know what I'm saying? So I want the label to be pure for the artist. You know what I'm saying? And making sure that they understand in the books too. You know what I'm saying? Because I hate the fact that people may think that somebody being scandalous. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they are, maybe they not. But I want you to know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So for me, that's a big thing. And yeah, I got a few artists under raps right now. Just that I'm looking at. So but for future like music and artists who I would love to work with, gotta be Jay-Z if he's still rapping. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my favorites, man. That 444 album is crazy to me. Sheesh. But West Side Boogie, you know what I'm saying? He one of them dope lyricists, you know what I'm saying? And also metaphoricists at the same time. Let me see. It might throw it off, but Ty Dolla $ign, I don't know. I like that West Coast drip he got and shit going on. So he dope. Kendrick Lamar, of course, man. J. Cole. A lot of, honestly, I like R&B or soul music a lot more than I like rap, And so anybody, honestly, any of these new singers too. So, but yeah, if I can get somebody like Beyonce, that'd be dope too, Just to do like some vocals how she did on what's that song, that Can I song with Drake and stuff, I don't even care if she do that, I want you to kill it though at the same time, but I love Beyonce on some stuff too, like that Halo song. I don't know, but yes, sir.
Yeah, man. I guess as we get ready to wrap up and finish the conversation, what's some parting words that you would give to any artist or anybody that's aspiring to create their own lane? And what's some parting words or what's some words of advice that really help push you forth to where you are right now?
Be yourself, man. The first and foremost, be yourself, because at the end of the day, man, you gotta be true. You know what I'm saying? And to keep going, you gotta be true with yourself. You gotta be true with everybody around you, because the people that you surround yourself with people that's true as well, because people that are around you are gonna be the people who you turn out to be, you know what I'm saying? Who you surround yourself is who you are, and it's no difference than what you eat is what you are, so it's like, man, just be true, make sure it's true people around you, make sure it's all positivity, you know what I'm saying? I know people go through things, you know what I'm saying, but just try to be positive, try to see the best side of things, you know what I'm saying, the better side, just because there's always something, the grass is greener, man, as long as you rake it, you know what I'm saying?
That part, yes, sir. Man, so let the people know where they can find you at, man. What's some of the next couple you got any events, any shows coming up? Let the people know what you're doing, man.
Y'all can find me on all platforms, and that's all platforms. Dre2Laced, that's DRE2LACED. That's anywhere, music, everything. But I do got a show coming up with Skatefest Omaha. It is on May 7th. So that's about like 2 weeks from now. So I'm getting prepared for that. It's dope, you know what I'm saying? It's a different scene for me, I never like did a skating gig before, you know what I'm saying? Where, so I don't know, I hope that they, that they mess with my music, you know what I'm saying? And they understand what's going on. So,
Yeah, man. And I'm gonna do something that I ain't supposed to do. But right here, since you talking about shows, I got an annual show. And it's coming up in the fall.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna be right here. I want to invite you to be one of my artists on my lineup for that show.
I love to, man.
Yes, sir.
For sure.
I
For
can't
sure.
tell. I can't tell them who the main artist is yet, but
All right.
I'm gonna tell you off mic.
Yep.
You know, I got you.
Yes, sir.
So I want to definitely invite you to be on that bill with me, bro.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate that.
And it's gonna be lit.
Yeah.
I promise you. We gonna do it. I promise you. I see the sneaks now. You halfway there.
I'm gearing up, man.
Seafoam green, like listen, he came up in here.
That's the colorway.
Yeah, listen, I was like, I could rock a throwback Spurs jersey. Listen,
Yeah.
But man, we appreciate it, man. Dre, man, thank you for coming through, man. Again,
Yeah.
man, we really hold you to high regard, man,
Yes,
as not an MC, as not a rap, but a man.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate you moving in that
Thank you.
energy, and keeping it real and keeping it real with yourself first.
Thank you.
And that permeates out to everybody you deal with. So we appreciate you, bro.
Yes. I appreciate y'all, and I appreciate the podcast, and I appreciate the setup and everything, y'all. Real shit, man.
Thank you, man.
Y'all doing y'all thing.
Man, we trying, man.
I've been watching y'all this whole time. I've been watching. I've been like, yeah, they growing, man.
Yeah, man. We're trying to keep it high quality.
Yes, sir. Yes,
We
sir.
done had some hiccups. We getting it. We listen.
That's
we figuring
expected, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's expected with growth, man. It's just the creator testing to see if you really in this or not.
Yes,
if you
sir.
quitting or not.
Yes,
So
sir.
we're gonna keep it moving. So yes, sir, man. But man, we appreciate everybody, man. Street Saying Our Podcast. Y'all know where to find us. We're on everything but Apple.
man.
We got Streets, STREETS AND. AAND. I forgot my A. Streets ANDR at everything, man. You can find us on social media. Also on all the places where you listen to podcasts, man, and also on YouTube, man. We on there at Street Saying R as well.
Yeah.
So, man, we appreciate you, Dre. Big things coming for the pod. Big things coming for our individual events and organizations, man. And we growing. We all going up, man. We gonna make sure we help each other up in the capacity in which we can.
Yes, sir.
As we go. So we appreciate y'all, man. It's your host, Giddy Jicky with it.
Man, it's your other host, Johnny No Good.
I mean, we out, man.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Peace.
The beats, the flow, the rhythm. All movement starts from the streets. Street Saying Our Podcast.